I was sitting at a red light in downtown Miami, sweat tracing cold lines down my iced coffee, when the text hit like a slap. Your boy can't come to Disney with us. The words stared back, black and final. Horns blared behind me. I didn't move. The light turned green, then red again. Someone in a shiny SUV laid on their horn like it could fix whatever was breaking inside my chest. I pulled into a gas station lot, killed the engine, and read it again. Ethan can't come. Our kids save their allowance. Yours didn't earn this. My name is Alex. I am 41. I drive a cab 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. My son Ethan is 17. Quiet, stubborn, the kind of kid who says it's fine when it's anything but. We live in a cramped apartment above a Cuban bakery that never stops smelling like fresh guava pastries. Rent's always one paycheck late, but Ethan never complains. He just works. For months, he'd been stacking cash from his after-school gig stocking shelves at the corner market. Minimum wage, sore feet, the smell of bleach and rotting produce clinging to his clothes. He kept every bill in an old metal lunchbox under his bed, counted it every Sunday like a ritual. For Disney, he'd say eyes bright. Space Mountain with cousins. Remember? I remembered. The family group chat lit up 3 months earlier. Grandma pushing for a big reunion trip before the kids grew up and stopped wanting us. My brother Ryan jumped in first. His two always do. They've been saving birthday cash. So proud. Photos of his kids' piggy banks followed. Hearts. Castle emojis. I stared at my screen that night, doing the math in the dark. Tickets. Gas. Hotel. Food. Days off with no fares. Ethan whispered from his room, "We can't swing it, can we?" I told him we'd figure it out, because he never asked for anything. Because the way his face lit when he talked about riding with his cousins felt like the only thing worth fighting for. So he saved harder. I picked up graveyard airport runs, the ones that leave you wired on bad coffee and regret. And quietly, I've been feeding our so-called family safety net account for 4 years. Every extra tip, every overtime shift, $200 here, $300 there. It hit $22,000. Ryan and my parents? Combined contributions, maybe $400 total. Once, they still called it ours. Then the text started. "Ryan, the rental house is booked. Since you're solo, mind covering the extra bedroom fee? $2,100. I transferred $1,000, half what I had left after rent, and told myself it was for the kids. Ethan could crash on the couch. We'd make it work. Until that red light. Until yours didn't earn this. I got home late. Ethan was still in his work shirt, scrolling on his phone. Uncle Ryan asked how much I saved, he said without looking up. Told him $620. He didn't reply. His voice cracked just once. I sat on the edge of his bed. The lunchbox sat there like an accusation. I didn't tell him about the text. Not yet. Instead, I asked how work was. He shrugged. Lady blamed me for her spilled milk. Punched the jug herself. He laughed, short and hollow. That night, I stared at the banking app, $22,400. My name first on the account. Their names tacked on like afterthoughts. I called the credit union at 2 a.m., waded through whole music. I need to remove joint owners and transfer everything to my checking. The rep asked twice if I was sure. I was. Then I opened the Disney site. Private VIP tour. Front of line. Personal guide. No waiting. I selected 10 hours, Magic Kingdom, the exact Saturday Ryan had been bragging about in the chat. The quote landed, $14,800. My pulse hammered in my throat. That was rent for 2 years. Groceries for a lifetime. My car's transmission already sounded like death. But I pictured Ethan standing outside the gates while his cousins rode everything. Pictured him smiling anyway, saying beach is free. Pictured Ryan smug, they earned it. I entered my card. Hit confirm. Confirmation email pinged like a gunshot. 2 nights later, I slid the printed itinerary across the kitchen table. Ethan opened it slow, like it might vanish. His eyes scanned the words, private VIP experience. Magic Kingdom. Personal guide, Elena. Dad, his voice broke. We can't. We already did. I told him about the account. How I've been the only one filling it. How the emergency finally arrived, and it wasn't for them. He blinked hard. Stood up. I'm bucking. Drawer slams. Suitcase zipper. He didn't cry. Neither did I. But something shifted in the air between us, like we'd both stopped holding our breath. We drove up at dawn. Windows down, old rock blasting. He sang along off-key to every Disney song that came on shuffle. We stayed in a basic hotel off-property. Clean sheets. No frills. Morning of, parking lot. Sun rising pink over the monorail. Families in matching shirts, already sweating in line. Elena met us, crisp polo, bright smile, sign with her last name. Alex and Ethan? Your day starts now. We walked past the turnstiles like we belonged there. No line for Space Mountain. We glided straight on. Ethan screamed the whole drop. Arms up, laughing like I'd never heard. Splash Mountain soaked us twice in a row. Big Thunder rattled our bones 3 times because we asked. Everywhere. Families shifting in 90-minute lines, parents fanning kids with maps. I felt a pang. Then remembered the years of just this once check side written. Mid-morning my phone exploded. Group chat. Mom, where are you two? Let's meet for photos. Ryan, lines are brutal. Peter Pan's 70 minutes already. I snapped a pic. Ethan and me with Elena, castle framing us. Mickey leaning in for a hug. Send it. Found Mickey. Hope you're having fun. Silence. Then Ryan, private tour? Seriously? How much did that cost? I typed back once. What my son earned. Locked the phone. Elena led us to the castle hub for photos. Through the crowd, I spotted them. Ryan scanning, parents stiff, kids whining about heat and weights. My nephew tugged Ryan's shirt. Why can't we go fast like them? I turned away, wrapped my arm around Ethan's shoulders for one more shot. Smile big, the photographer said. We did. Later, Dole Whip melting in the sun. Haunted mansion ghosts whispering. Pirates firing cannons just for us. My phone stayed quiet after that. No more questions. No apologies. That night, driving home, Ethan stared out at the highway lights. You didn't have to do all this. Yeah, I said. I did. He was quiet a long minute. They won't forgive you. Ich glänzt over. Maybe not. But you deserve one day where someone saw how hard you tried. Where the answer wasn't maybe next time. He nodded slow. Thanks, Dad. We didn't talk much after that. Just drove. Windows down. Air thick with salt and possibility. Looking back now, sitting here telling you this, I don't regret the money. I regret the years I let them make my son feel small. If someone treated your kid like an afterthought, after everything they'd sacrificed, would you keep turning the other cheek? Or would you finally draw the line? Tell me in the comments. I'd really like to know.